If you're planning a trip to Europe in 2025, there are several new rules that could dramatically change how you prepare and travel. From digital border systems to mandatory health insurance and rising tourist taxes, Europe is rolling out major travel reforms that affect millions of visitors. Whether you're visiting for a romantic getaway in Paris, a historical tour of Rome, or a hiking adventure in the Alps, understanding these rules is crucial. Let's break down the 7 most important new travel regulations you must know before heading to Europe in 2025. EES, Europe's new digital border system. Europe is replacing the traditional passport stamp system with a high-tech upgrade called the Entry-Exit System EES. Rolling out in 2025, EES will use biometric data such as facial recognition and fingerprint scans to monitor every non-EU traveler's movements in and out of the Schengen area. This change means travelers from outside the EU will no longer receive passport stamps. Instead, your entry and exit data will be digitally logged, making it virtually impossible to overstay your visa unnoticed. This system aims to improve border security and streamline immigration processes. While it may seem futuristic, EES will provide clarity on how long you've been in the region, eliminating confusion and reducing human error. However, travelers should be prepared for longer lines during the initial phase as people adjust to the new procedures. It's smart to allow extra time at border crossings, especially during the first few months of implementation. ETIAS, European Travel Information and Authorization System. Alongside EES, the EU is launching ETIAS, European Travel Information and Authorization System. ETIAS is a mandatory pre-travel screening for travelers from over 60 visa-exempt countries, including the United States, Canada, the UK, Australia, and Japan. Before traveling, visitors will need to complete an online application and pay a small fee of €7, waived for those under 18 or over 70. The application requires basic personal information, passport details, and travel plans. Once approved, the ETIAS is valid for 3 years, or until your passport expires, and allows multiple entries as long as each visit stays within the 90-day limit per 180-day period. It's recommended to apply at least 96 hours before your departure. However, because this is a new system, applying earlier is advisable to avoid delays or complications. ETIAS is designed to enhance border security by flagging high-risk travelers before they arrive, but it also ensures a smoother experience at the border for approved visitors. UK ETA, new rules for entering the United Kingdom. Since Brexit, the UK has implemented its own border policies, separate from the EU. Beginning in January 2025, the UK will require travelers from visa-free countries like the US, Canada, and Australia, to obtain an electronic travel authorization, ETA, before entry. The ETA costs £10, lasts for 2 years, and can be applied for via a mobile app. It permits stays of up to 6 months per visit and is linked digitally to your passport for seamless airport check-ins. Unlike ETIAS, the UK ETA will also be required for EU citizens starting April 2025, with exceptions only for British and Irish passport holders and current visa holders. While most applications will be approved within a day, some may take up to 3 business days, so apply early. The ETA is part of the UK's effort to modernize its border systems and reduce immigration fraud while maintaining ease of access for tourists. Schengen Zone. Expansion, Bulgaria and Romania. Join. As of January 1st, 2025, Bulgaria and Romania will officially join the Schengen area, a significant milestone for both countries and for European travelers. This means that border checks between these 2 countries and other Schengen members will be eliminated, making travel smoother and faster. For tourists, this expansion opens up exciting new opportunities. For example, you'll now be able to drive from Vienna to Romania's Transylvanian castles or Bulgaria's Black Sea coast without stopping for border checks. This seamless travel not only boosts tourism, but also makes it easier for buses, trains, and airlines to operate direct routes across Eastern Europe, potentially reducing travel costs and increasing accessibility. If you've previously avoided Eastern Europe due to complex border logistics, now is the time to reconsider. Romania and Bulgaria boast stunning landscapes, rich culture, and fewer crowds than traditional Western European destinations. Mandatory travel health insurance requirements. Health insurance requirements are tightening for non-EU travelers in 2025, Several countries, including France, Italy, and Spain, now require proof of travel health insurance for entry, and more countries are expected to follow. The required insurance must provide a minimum coverage of €30,000 and include repatriation in the case of medical emergencies. This isn't just a suggestion anymore, it's becoming a strict prerequisite at border entry points. If you're from the US or another non-EU country, it's essential to check your current travel insurance policy or purchase one that meets the updated criteria. Skipping this step could result in denied entry or costly issues if you require medical care abroad. Tourist tax increases across Europe. Europe is getting serious about tourist taxes, with several countries introducing new charges or raising existing ones to manage over-tourism and support infrastructure. Venice will implement a dynamic day tripper tax in April 2025. Depending on your arrival, time, and how early you book, it could cost up to €10 per visit. Greece is increasing its climate crisis resilience fee to help rebuild infrastructure damaged by natural disasters. The fee ranges from €2 to €8 per night, depending on your accommodation and travel season. In Portugal's Madeira Islands, tourists must now pay €3 per person to access scenic, hiking trails. These small daily charges can add up over a long stay, potentially costing families hundreds of euros. Travelers should include these costs in their budgets and be aware of how and where the fees apply. Carry-on luggage rule changes. A growing trend in air travel is the increasing enforcement of carry-on luggage restrictions, especially in Europe. While there's been talk of a universal carry-on size, no such agreement exists. Each airline sets its own rules, and they're getting stricter. Most European carriers have smaller size and lower weight limits than US airlines, typically between 7 to 10 kilograms, 15 to 22 pounds. Budget airlines in particular have become aggressive about checking bag sizes at the gate and charging extra fees for oversized luggage. It's essential to check your airline's specific carry-on rules before packing. Don't assume your domestic carry-on will meet European standards. Being caught with an oversized bag can result in delays and unexpected charges at the gate. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to the channel, and remember to travel sassy.